Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to continue talking about slam ball, specifically our standing press. This is a simple movement. You will do this as a breakdown. We have worked in a previous video, I believe video number 1, on our plain power clean. In this video, we're going to do a standing press. We're going to talk about two versions of it, kind of the dancer open chest version and the version I like, the workman version. You can do whichever version you want as long as you don't get hurt. I don't care, don't get hurt. If you want to know how to pick up the med ball, watch our previous video. I believe it's slam ball number 1. We always work on picking the weight up first. Those are always the first things that we work on in any skill-based program. We work on picking the weight up, we work on putting the weight down. After that, we work on presses. And then after that, we will combine those two ideas together. After that, we will move our feet with those things in various patterns that we find useful and that we can point to something that is a direct, useful, athletic movement pattern for, right? I think we got that right. We are going to pick up the weight, point our feet straight ahead, pick up using our glutes, power the weight up, get the weight up. We're going to try and get our elbows underneath. The great thing about the slam ball is that it is very much like a real object that you encounter in the real world. I like this lift because it is exactly like lifts that I encountered on the farm and on construction sites. 2 feet pointed straight ahead, get your hands underneath the weight. We are going to press straight up, achieve lockout. Fingers point out, bring it all the way back down, elbows close to your hips. There are 2 ways to do this. There is the arch back press, which I really like. Press it all the way up and look up at the weight. Most people will tell you not to do this because of this arched open position. You can do that as long as your glutes are strong. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Your glutes support your lower back. If your lower back hurts, do more bridges, work on your kettlebell swings, get stronger glutes, learn to contract them in the press. The second version of this activity is doing the press and then driving your head between your arms. This is more like a barbell press that you might practice in CrossFit, where you do your press, you drive your head through at the top, drive your rib cage down. This one is very popular with the dancers and the circus performers because they have the spinal mobility to do this activity. I'm going to give you an example of it. I am not great at this. I am great at the workman version because I'm more of a workman. 2 feet point straight ahead, pick the weight up any way you want. Get your hands underneath. Try to squeeze your elbows together as much as you can. We're going to do the press, and then we're going to drive our head through. Bring your head back, bring the weight down. Press. Drive your head through, push the weight back, and get it down. You'll notice the slam ball is going to move on kind of a J-shaped pattern. Up, back, forward, down. Up, back, forward, down. Up, back, forward, down. I like the workman's press a bit more because I'm always thinking about these things as systems. In a kettlebell press, you drive your chest forward and you push your arm back in order to get the kettlebell behind you. I think of these as being two opposite things. Kettlebell press, drive your chest forward, get the weight behind you. This slam ball, workman's press, arching your back and looking up. People who are competitive cheerleaders, this is also very similar to the move you might do as a base, where you have a load in the front, you press up, and you keep your eye on the thing that's gonna fall and die. Don't take your eye off of it. Let's pick it up again for the workman's press. Pick up with the legs, power up, get your elbows together, press all the way up. Bring it down, press all the way up, bring it down. When I press the way up, my legs are locked out, my hips are pointed forward, and I'm squeezing my glutes. You can do these 2 ways. You can either count reps or you can do time under tension. I like time under tension because I am using lighter to intermediate weights. If you have very heavy weights available to you, then you would count reps and do volume cycles. But I am traveling for the next foreseeable future, so I am traveling with weights that are easier to travel with, which means light to intermediate weights. You do it however you want. Think about it. If your back hurts, it has something to do with your glutes. Squeeze your glutes. Lock out your arms at the top. Either choose to look at it or choose to drive your head through. Don't do anything else. Pick one of those two things. Look at it or drive your head through.